They told you the world would break you, that the streets, the faces, the whispers would swallow you whole. They didn't see what you've seen. They didn't feel the quiet fire that burns in your chest, the cold calculation behind every glance, every step. You've learned to move like a shadow, to speak like a ghost, to wait while others stumble. Belief isn't loud, it isn't flashy. It's steel in your veins, a whisper in the dark. And tonight you realize the first rule: no one can touch you until you believe in yourself. Listen, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't pause for you. It doesn't bend because you're tired, because you've been hurt, because you've been told you're not enough. Everyone wants something from you, and most of them want to take it without giving anything back. Friends, family, strangers, they all want to test you. They want to see how much you'll bleed before you break. And the truth is, most of them will walk all over you if you let them. Do you see it? Do you feel it? The way people move around you, the way they underestimate you, the way they think you're weak because you haven't struck first. Let them think that. Let them watch you. Let them underestimate you. It's the easiest kind of power, because while they're busy talking, you're learning, you're planning, you're waiting. And when the moment comes, when the perfect moment comes, you'll move, and they won't even know what hit them. You've been hurt, haven't you? Maybe they lied. Maybe they cheated. Maybe they laughed when you failed. Good. Remember it. Don't let it make you bitter. Let it make you sharp. Let it make you dangerous. Pain is a weapon, but only if you know how to hold it. Don't complain about it. Don't cry in the dark. Accept it. Own it. The world will never hand you respect. It will never hand you trust. It will never hand you power. You take it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't wait for the world to be fair. Fairness is a lie. The world isn't fair. You'll see that in every corner, every handshake, every glance that doesn't meet your eyes, people will disappoint you. People will betray you. And if you let it, people will destroy you. But here's the thing. Here's the part most people don't understand. It only has power over you if you let it. Your mind, your will, your focus, that's yours. No one can touch it. Not yet. Not until you give them permission. And don't misunderstand me. I'm not talking about revenge. Not yet. I'm talking about awareness, observation, strategy. You see what's coming. You see the patterns. You see the opportunities hidden inside the chaos. The world isn't against you because it wants to see you fail. It's against you because it's afraid you might succeed. And when you start to succeed, it won't matter how small, how quiet, how unnoticed your victories are. They'll try to stop you. But by then, it'll be too late. So here's the first rule. Stop looking for approval. Stop asking for permission. There's only preparation, patience, and precision. The world won't hand it to you. It will throw obstacles in your way. It will tempt you to quit. It will mock you, ridicule you. And sometimes it will even try to convince you that your dreams are too big, your ambition too dangerous, your belief too loud. That's when you smile. That's when you tighten your grip. That's when you remind yourself you are the only thing standing between yourself and everything you want. Don't think you can play nice. Don't think you can charm the world into noticing you. That's for the naive, the ones who don't understand the rules, the ones who are too soft to survive. You're different. You've felt the pressure. You've felt the knives in your back. You've felt the cold looks and the whispered doubts. And yet, you're still standing. That's why you matter. You're not a victim. You're a force. And forces cannot be ignored. Every time someone tells you no, every time someone tries to stop you, every time someone doubts you, you're learning, you're gaining strength, you're growing sharper, you're calculating. And when they think you're just another person, just another target, just another failure, they'll find themselves standing against the storm they never saw coming. That's power. That's influence. That's control. And that's the only way to survive, the only way to win, the only way to make the world bend. Not because you begged, not because you asked, but because you earned it. So look around. Look closely. The world is against you. It's always been against you. It will continue to be against you. That's the truth. But here's another truth. That part is untouchable. That part is yours. And when you finally realize it, nothing will ever stop you again. Listen to me. The first battlefield isn't out there. It isn't in the streets, in the deals, in the people who try to hold you down. The first battle begins here, inside your head. Your mind, your focus, your control. This is the only place you can guarantee victory. If you lose here, you lose everywhere. Understand that. If you don't control your thoughts, your fears, your doubts, someone else will, and they'll use it. They'll twist it. They'll own you without firing a single shot. Belief is not a sentiment. It's a weapon. A sharp, silent weapon that you carry everywhere, that nobody can see, that nobody can touch. You wield it quietly, patiently, like a knife in the dark. Every time you doubt yourself, every time the world tells you you're not enough, that weapon is sharpened. Do not waste it. Do not let it rust. Feed it with discipline. Feed it with practice. Feed it with an understanding that no one else can define your limits. Only you can. You want power? Start with yourself. Learn to master your temper, your impulses, your instincts. Every time you hesitate, every time you react before thinking, you give away control. Control is everything. Power doesn't come from chaos. It comes from command. Command over your body, your words, your mind. That is when you begin to dominate. That is when belief becomes visible. Don't confuse confidence with arrogance. Confidence is preparation. Arrogance is empty noise. You don't shout your intentions. You don't need approval. You move, and people notice. You calculate, and people fear. You decide, and people follow. The world reacts to strength, not promises. So make yourself strong first. Build yourself in silence. Train your mind to see every angle, anticipate every move, and never be caught off guard. That is where your power begins, inside, before the world ever sees it. Every hesitation is a gift to your enemies. Remove doubt. Remove hesitation. Remove weakness. These are luxuries the strong cannot afford. You have to be relentless in your own self-control, ruthless in your self-discipline. If you're not, the world will crush you without warning. But if you are, if you master yourself, if you wield your mind like a weapon, nothing can touch you. Nothing. Remember this. People will try to distract you, tempt you, test you. Let them. That is their weakness, not yours. When they act on impulse, you act with strategy. When they panic, you stay calm. When they rage, you remain precise. That is the difference between survival and domination. That is the difference between being a victim and being a force. That is the difference between being ordinary and being unstoppable. So start here, right now. Control your mind. Control your breath. Control your thoughts. Master your fear. Master your anger. Master your desire. If you do this, the world doesn't matter. You will move through it like a shadow, unseen but unstoppable, inevitable, undeniable. Your power begins within. Guard it. Feed it. Use it. Use it. Nothing outside can touch you until you allow it. Look at yourself. Really look. What do people see when they look at you? Do they see your fears? Your doubts? Your pain? Or do they see what you want them to see? That's the first rule. They must never see the real you. Not yet. Not until you decide. Your mask is your weapon. Your mask is your shield. And if you wear it properly, people will never know when you strike, when you bend, when you break. The mask isn't just a lie. It's control. It's influence. It's the only way to navigate a world that wants to test you, wants to expose you, wants to take from you before you even realize what's happening. You wear a mask, not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to plan, to calculate, to wait. Weak people show themselves. Strong people hide themselves, and in hiding, they conquer. Every expression, every word, every gesture, it is deliberate. Never let the world read you. Never let them understand your strategy, your fear, your ambition. Silence is part of the mask. Calmness is part of the mask. Even when inside you're storming, outside you are still, unshakable, unpredictable. People respect what they cannot read. They fear what they cannot understand. You must become unreadable. That is power. Smiles are weapons. Words are weapons. Even in friendship, even in conversation, your mask must remain. You let people think they see the truth, but the truth is always hidden. That is how influence works. That is how control works. That is how survival works. You are not here to please. You are not here to explain. You are here to win. The mask is not a performance. It is reality. It is reality. The reality you shape. The world watches. They judge. They think they know. They don't. They cannot. Every glance, every whisper, every small action can be turned into advantage. But only if you remain hidden. Only if you remain unreadable. Only if you remain silent while the chaos of others surrounds you. That is your stage. That is your advantage. That is your strength. People will underestimate you. Let them. People will misread you. Let them. Every miscalculation they make is your gain. Every assumption they form is your leverage. Do not mistake the mask for cowardice. It is strategy. It is patience. It is mastery. You are not acting weak. You are acting precise. You are not showing vulnerability. You are showing control. You are not hiding your ambition. You are hiding your timing. Power isn't given. Power is taken. And the mask ensures you take it on your terms, with exact calculation, with perfect timing, with no one able to stop you because they never see the movement coming. Your mask must evolve. It must change depending on who watches, where you stand, and what you aim to achieve. Flexibility is strength. Adaptation is survival. What you show to a friend is not what you show to an enemy. What you show in public is not what you show in private. And what you show to the world is never what you feel. The mask is your armor, your identity, your signal of control. Without it, you are exposed. With it, you are untouchable. Remember this, the mask does not make you someone else. It makes you everything you are, sharpened, refined, untouchable. It allows you to move through the world with confidence, with strategy, with power. You do not need approval. You do not need validation. You do not need anyone to understand you. You need only to control yourself, control the perception of others, and act when the moment is yours. That is the truth. That is the method. That is the mask. So wear it. Wear it consciously. Wear it ruthlessly. Keep it intact at all costs. The mask is your secret weapon, your invisible army, your silent advantage. And when you finally decide to strike, when the moment comes, when no one expects it, the world will see only the shadow of what you allowed them to see. And by then, it will be too late. Listen, pain is inevitable. It will find you whether you want it or not. Betrayal, loss, disappointment. These are not accidents. These are the tests. And you have a choice. Let them crush you or let them forge you. Pain is not weakness. Pain is fuel. Every scar, every cut, every wound you've endured, it can either weigh you down or sharpen you. The decision is yours. Every time you feel hurt, every time you feel cornered, remind yourself, this is preparation, not punishment. You think suffering is a setback. Wrong. Suffering is information. It tells you who you are. It tells you what you can endure. It tells you what others are capable of. The world will hurt you because it can, and the people around you will hurt you because they fear you. That's the truth. Accept it. Do not fight it. Do not run from it. Instead, take it, study it, use it, transform it into strength. That is the only way forward. Pain teaches discipline. Pain teaches patience. Pain teaches strategy. You will notice that the strongest people, the ones who survive, the ones who dominate, are not those who avoided suffering. They are those who endured it and turned it into advantage. Every betrayal you've experienced is a lesson in perception. Every insult is a lesson in restraint. Every failure is a lesson in timing. You absorb it all, analyze it, and then you act. And when you act, it is with precision, not emotion. That is power. It does not owe you protection. It does not owe you understanding. Pain is part of life, and life is a battlefield. Accept that, understand that, and then use it. Every thought of revenge, every thought of triumph, store it. Let it simmer. Let it sharpen your mind. Let it harden your resolve. Pain becomes a tool. Pain becomes a weapon. Pain becomes control. Do you understand? Real strength comes not from avoiding wounds, but from learning to walk with them and using them to dominate the world. You must train yourself to act while others falter, to remain calm while others panic, to calculate while others despair. Every moment of suffering is a rehearsal for the decisive move you will make later. Every scar is a badge of preparation. Every failure is an opportunity hidden in plain sight. If you do this, no one can touch you, because you have already survived what they fear most. Do not allow pity, sympathy, or regret to weaken you. These are traps for the weak. Do not wallow. Do not complain. Do not let your pain define you. Let it refine you. Let it sharpen your instincts. Let it teach you timing, patience, observation, and restraint. Let it give you insight into human nature. Let it turn every wound into an advantage that others will never see coming. That is how you transform weakness into power. That is how you become unstoppable. And remember this, the people who hurt you, who betray you, who bout you, they are not your enemies. Not truly. They are your teachers. They are your instruments. They are your mirrors. Every insult, every cut, every setback shows you your own potential. It shows you what you can survive. It shows you what you can endure. And when you take it, when you transform it, when you use it, you gain an advantage no one else will ever have. Do not wait for justice. Do not wait for recognition. Do not wait for the world to correct itself. You correct yourself. You recognize yourself. You become what the world cannot handle. Pain is the furnace. You are the steel. And when the fire has done its work, when the suffering has been processed and mastered, you emerge sharp, precise, untouchable, stronger than the people who tried to break you, stronger than the circumstances that weighed on you, stronger than the world itself. So take your pain, own it, study it, learn from it, sharpen yourself with it, and then move. Move with purpose, move with control, move with power. The world will try to stop you. It will test you again. But when you have mastered pain, when you have turned every setback into fuel, every failure into strategy, every wound into a weapon, nothing can touch you again. Listen closely. There is power in silence. There is strength in watching. The world rushes. People speak too much. People move too quickly. They reveal everything in their impatience, in their eagerness, in their need to impress. You observe. You wait. You notice what they do not. Every gesture, every glance, every hesitation, every slip. They're giving you everything. And if you pay attention, if you remain calm, if you remain quiet, you gain the advantage. Do not underestimate observation. Most people think action is power. They are wrong. Action without knowledge is chaos. Action without awareness is weakness. The strongest people are those who understand first and then act. They see the pieces, understand the patterns, anticipate the moves before anyone else even realizes the game has started. That is how you dominate. Watch people. Watch the streets. Watch the markets, the meetings, the conversations, the silences. There is information everywhere. The way someone crosses a room, the way someone hesitates before they speak, the way someone touches their face when they lie. Everything reveals intention, weakness, desire. You take note. You calculate. You calculate. You prepare. Every piece of information is ammunition. Every observation builds your advantage. And the more you see, the more you control. You must also watch yourself, your own reactions, your own impulses, your own weaknesses. The world is not only out there, it is inside you as well. If you do not master your observation of yourself, your own mind, your own body, your own emotions, you will be exposed. You will act without calculation. You will react without strategy. You will reveal your intentions without meaning to. Control yourself. Observe yourself. Silence yourself. That is the only way to truly control the world outside. Observation is nothing without patience. People reveal themselves over time. Patterns emerge. Intentions are shown. Weaknesses are exposed. Do not rush. Do not push. Do not force understanding. Sit quietly. Watch. Learn. And when the moment is perfect, when all pieces are clear, you act with precision, with inevitability, with authority. That is how influence works. That is how power works. That is how survival works. Do not mistake observation for passivity. It is the opposite. It is strategy. It is dominance. You are not inactive. You are calculating. You are not waiting. You are preparing. You are not silent. You are gathering intelligence. Every word you do not speak, every gesture you do not make, every reaction you suppress is another advantage in your arsenal. People underestimate the silent observer. They always do. That is your edge. That is your strength. That is your weapon. And when you act knowing everything. You act knowing their habits, their patterns, their expectations, their weaknesses. You act knowing what they fear, what they desire, what they hope, what they conceal. They will never see it coming. They will never understand it. They will never anticipate it. You have observed, you have waited, you have calculated. And when you move, it is with absolute control. That is power. That is domination. That is untouchable strength. Remember this. Silence is not emptiness. Observation is not weakness. Waiting is not fear. Every second you spend watching, analyzing, understanding is a second gained. Every moment you hold back while the world rushes ahead is a moment where you build inevitability. They speed too much. They move too quickly. They reveal everything. You speak when necessary. You move when necessary. You reveal nothing. That is how you shape the world around you without anyone realizing it. You must practice this every day. Every encounter, every interaction, every situation is an opportunity to observe. Every glance, every gesture, every word, every pause is a lesson in human nature. Learn it, absorb it, internalize it, use it. When others act out of emotion, you act out of calculation. When others panic, you remain calm. When others speak too much, you speak with precision. That is the difference between survival and domination. That is the difference between ordinary and untouchable. So, start now. Silence yourself. Watch everything. Listen to everything. Learn everything. Do not act until the moment is yours. And when it is, you will strike with the certainty of someone who knows more than anyone else, who understands more than anyone else, who is always 3 steps ahead. The world will never see it coming. The world will never stop it. You are the silent observer, the unseen force, the shadow moving through chaos with absolute control. And that is power. Listen carefully. Not everyone deserves your trust. Not everyone deserves a place at your side. Allies are rare, precious, and they must be chosen with precision, not emotion. A single mistake can cost you everything. Choose poorly, and your enemies will feast on your mistakes. Choose wisely, and your influence expands without effort. Remember this. Allies are tools, but the power lies in how you use them, how you test them, and how you control them. Every action you take must be calculated. Every word you speak, every favor you give, every loyalty you accept. It is a move in a game most people do not even realize they are playing. Trust is not given, it is earned, observed, tested, and betrayal? Anticipate it, expect it. Understand that everyone has limits, weaknesses, and desires that can turn them against you. Your job is to see the signs before they act, to control the outcome before chaos arrives. Allies are not your friends. They are not family. They are resources, and like all resources, they must be managed. Give enough to keep them motivated, give enough to keep them aligned with your goals, but never give so much that they surpass you. Never give so much that they outgrow your control. Loyalty is measured in opportunity, in necessity, in fear, and in respect. Test it every time. Quietly, subtly. Watch for cracks. Watch for hesitation. Watch for ambition disguised as obedience. And when you find it, adjust, recalibrate, reassert your dominance. Enemies are equally important. They are not only obstacles, they are opportunities. An enemy, if observed, understood, and managed, can become an instrument in your hands. The rival who despises you, the competitor who doubts you, the opponent who underestimates you. You do not destroy them outright. You bend them. You redirect them. You let them believe they are acting independently, while you control the strings. Power is invisible, subtle, and absolute. Manipulation is not a crime. It is a strategy. Influence is not deception. It is control. You influence without them knowing. You manipulate without them feeling it. Every move, every conversation, every gesture is an opportunity to strengthen your position. Allies reinforce your reach. Enemies expand your influence if handled correctly. The difference between the successful and the naive is the ability to see the world as instruments, to see relationships as leverage, and to act accordingly. Do not confuse ruthlessness with recklessness. Calculated manipulation requires patience, observation, and timing. You must know exactly when to push, when to withdraw, when to reward, and when to punish. Every action is an investment. Every interaction is a test, and you measure the return carefully. Those who fail are discarded quietly. Those who succeed remain aligned, productive, and under your control. This is precision. This is mastery. And remember this, power is not about numbers. It is about quality. A few carefully managed allies, a few carefully controlled enemies, can achieve more than 1,000 blind followers. Influence lies in subtlety. Control lies in anticipation. Your allies are not equal to you. They are extensions of your will. Your enemies are not obstacles. They are instruments to be tuned, refined and deployed. So choose wisely, observe constantly, test relentlessly, control silently, influence strategically. Loyalty must be earned, betrayal must be expected, manipulation must be invisible, victory must be inevitable. Every person around you is a variable, every decision a calculation, and every relationship a potential weapon. Handle them accordingly. Master your allies, manage your enemies. And remember, when you control the people around you, you control the world. Power is subtle, influence is quiet, loyalty is measured, betrayal is anticipated. And you, if you follow these rules, will be untouchable. Listen, nothing worth having comes without risk. The world rewards audacity, not hesitation. Every decision you make carries weight. Every choice has consequences. And yet the difference between the ordinary and the exceptional is the willingness to act where others falter. If you never take a risk, you remain invisible. You remain replaceable. You remain ordinary. Audacity is not reckless. It is calculated. It is deliberate. It is knowing the odds, understanding the stakes and moving anyway, because the potential gain is greater than the potential loss. Risk is a tool, not a gamble. You do not act blindly. You act with observation, with timing, with precision. Every step forward must be measured against the outcome you desire. Every action must be evaluated before it is taken. Fear is natural, but it is not a reason to stop. Fear is information. Fear is a compass. Use it, analyze it, let it guide your decisions without controlling them. That is how audacity becomes power. Reward is the result of action, not intention. The world does not hand out respect, influence, or control. It is earned by those who are willing to step beyond comfort, beyond certainty, beyond safety. Calculated risk is the gateway to that reward. You understand the consequences before you move. You anticipate the opposition before they act, and you strike at the precise moment that maximizes your advantage. The reward is not given, it is taken. And when it is taken, it changes the game entirely. Ruthlessness is not cruelty. Ruthlessness is discipline. It is the understanding that hesitation kills more than action ever could. It is the willingness to do what others will not, to sacrifice what others cling to act when others freeze. Chaos is for the unprepared. Ruthlessness is for the deliberate. You act decisively. You do not linger. You do not explain. You do not apologize. The world respects power, not kindness. It fears decisiveness, not indecision. Every risk you take must have purpose. Every gamble must have calculation. You do not move for thrill. You do not act for attention. You move to achieve a result, to gain advantage, to command influence. The person who hesitates is consumed by opportunity. The person who doubts is devoured by circumstance. The person who acts with calculated audacity reshapes the world around them. That is the line between being ordinary and being untouchable. Understand the consequences, they are real. Every choice carries weight. Every action leaves a mark. But indecision is worse. Calculated audacity is knowing what can go wrong, what can be lost, and still stepping forward with absolute confidence in your preparation and your control. That is how empires are built. That is how respect is earned. That is how territory is taken. Ruthlessness also means knowing when to cut losses. Courage is not blind persistence. Strength is not stubbornness. The intelligent operator knows when a gamble has become a trap, when risk exceeds reward, when hesitation must be replaced with decisive retreat. The weak mistake ruthlessness for chaos. The strong use ruthlessness as a scalpel, precise, surgical, effective, every move measured, every consequence anticipated, every opponent accounted for. That is strategy. That is dominance. And finally, remember this. Audacity terrifies those who lack vision. Risk destabilizes the timid. Ruthlessness commands respect. The person who acts while others hesitate rewrites the rules. The person who calculates while others panic controls the outcome. The person who masters fear and risk stands alone at the top because few are willing or able to reach that height. Ordinary follow. Exceptional act. Untouchable conquer. That is the law of power. That is the path you walk if you choose to move without hesitation, with purpose, and with ruthless precision. Take risks. Measure them. Act decisively. Embrace audacity. Employ ruthlessness. And understand, Those who watch you hesitate will never reach where you are capable of going. That is your advantage. That is your power. That is how you win. Everything you do, every decision, every risk, every calculated move, it leaves a mark. Not on the world, not on the people who try to oppose you, but on you. That mark becomes your legacy. What remains after the battles, after the wars, after the masks are worn and discarded? It is the control you have mastered, the influence you have commanded, the reputation you have built in silence and in shadows. This is your final power. This is your eternity. Reputation is not given. It is not inherited. It is not a reflection of popularity. Reputation is your echo, in the minds of those who have crossed you, in the whispers of those who fear you, in the respect of those who understand your presence without needing to see it. Your reputation is the shadow you leave behind long after you are gone from the room. It is intangible, it is undeniable, and it cannot be stolen. Not by enemies, not by circumstance, not by time. Understand this. Control is the essence of power. Influence is its consequence, and mastery of self is the foundation. The world can try to manipulate you, deceive you, push you, and provoke you, but no one can take what you hold inside. Your mind, your will, your focus, your discipline, they are your fortress. And the one who controls their mind controls everything else. That is the ultimate dominance. That is the final legacy. Every action, every word, every decision contributes to this. Your victories are not only measured by the enemies you defeat or the territories you command. They are measured by your ability to remain untouchable in thought, unshakable in strategy, and unwavering in purpose. Every interaction, every alliance, every confrontation leaves a trace. Those traces accumulate into influence. Those traces accumulate into respect. And those traces accumulate into legend. Do not mistake chaos for freedom. Do not mistake activity for control. True power is calm. True strength is quiet. True influence is subtle, invisible, and inevitable. You move through the world as though it were a game. Only you can see, understanding the rules that others ignore, mastering the pieces they cannot comprehend. Your legacy is built not in noise but in precision, not in impulse but in calculation, not in reaction but in inevitability. The world will attempt to define you, to diminish you, to rewrite your story. It will fail, because the story is yours. You write it in every calculated choice. You write it in every disciplined action. You write it in the way you command, without raising your voice, in the way you strike, without being seen, in the way you move through life, knowing the cost of every word, every gesture, every breath. This is power. This is immortality in influence. And remember this. Time erodes everything, but it cannot erode mastery. Circumstances change, people pass, empires fall. They endure in thought, in strategy, in reputation, and in legacy. What you leave behind is not wealth, not property, not fleeting praise. It is the certainty that you are untouchable, inevitable, and unbroken. Believe in this. Your control is the measure of your freedom. Your influence is the measure of your power. Your reputation is the measure of your immortality. Every calculated risk, every silent observation, every patient maneuver contributes to this. Your legacy is not a story others tell. It is the world bending subtly, quietly, inevitably, to the presence you have mastered. So stand firm, stand calculated, stand untouchable. Leave nothing to chance. Let your mind be the fortress that no one can breach. Your decisions, the instruments of your influence, and your reputation, the echo that carries through eternity. This is the truth of power. This is the command of control. And this is your legacy. The world will test you. It will push, pull, betray, and attempt to shatter every part of you. Every glance, every word, every action of others is a reminder of what they wish you were not. But here is the truth. No one can touch the part of you that believes. That part is yours alone. Silent, untouchable, unshakable. Guard it. Nourish it, master it, and when you do, the world bows to nothing. The storms pass unnoticed, and all fear fades. Now you know, the only war worth winning is the one within. And if you win that, nothing else can touch you.